Hey everyone, this is Dreamland, and this is Tokyo's Extreme Racer, part 8 if I remember correctly. Anyway, in the last part we just, it was lasted 30 minutes because I'm now doing this as a 30 to 40 minute limit now. So that really, that I can actually have the uploading time go faster. And it actually doesn't have to be exhausting and boring for an hour that I record every time. Anyway, last time I believe we were just doing Last time we were just racing the C1 inside, where the inner. We were kinda driving our S2000 and defeating a few members of Queen's Paradise. We come across the leader of Shocking Joe and we lost. So in this part, instead of going back to the C1 inner to go and defeat the Shocking Joe, actually I want to see what we have against. I also was gonna buy a new car in the last part, but unfortunately I have a Wanderer that I want to have to take on sooner. Hmm. Okay. So we're not gonna buy a new car at all. So that we're gonna be stick with this car for a moment. Also, what did I put in? Did I put so much horsepower turbo? No, I didn't put any turbo, so it was original. I guess it's not enough horsepower to produce that much turbo boost. So anyway, we're gonna put it up in high gear. We're gonna go into the Shinken Joe, I guess. I don't know if there is any rival in the. This is day 28. I wanted to go up against most rivals, and there are most of them wanderers. I'm trying to like see if there were any wanderers that I fought before. Okay, so I did face White Panther. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Sweet. Speed Drinker, Lonely Wolf, Steamstorm. This guy does not show up until day 180, so that's going to be a long time. This person right here does not show up until we have beaten Speed King in Illusion B. But we already defeated Illusion B, now we have to defeat Speed King. Which in the game we should know, like there are, Speed King I'll explain who he is and so far till when we get to him. Um, This guy, yeah, I have to defeat this guy with the MRS, and that was the reason why I had the MRS out in the very first place. That kind of sucks. Pop Superstar, yeah, this one will only show up if you've beaten this guy. Kind of sucks, but that's what I had to do. This guy will only show up, I believe, once it is past day 30, which we're almost there. And that's so far, I guess there isn't anything else we should worry about. This guy wants me to own at least probably 5 to 6 cars, and that's annoying. But that'll be okay when we take him on later, so it shouldn't be too much. And this guy will only race us if we're driving a foreign cars. Well, that's kind of sad. And this guy here, um, hmm, I think in this time he said he would take you on at 1, like, was it 2 a.m.? Like, it takes you place around 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is by PS2 clocks. Which is one thing I'm not going to do now because he also has a very high powered machine, which I will not be able to win. So, not worth it until when we get a higher horsepower. So we're going to go into the Shinken Joe, and there is actually, we're going to do the counterclockwise. Because, like, we are allowed to go the Shinken Joe counterclockwise. Now, as I think if I mentioned before in stage 3, but, In stage 3, you basically have two bosses that will go from in two different places. You can defeat them in any either way. You can defeat them in Shinkanjo first or C1. But it doesn't matter. As long as you've beaten them, they shouldn't be too much of a threat. They're part of the 13 doubles. Anyway. And what we have here. Alright. A Sylvia S13. Let me see. And this guy is Highway Silver Arrow. Okay. And this is from the Team Harmonize. Alright. Guess I'm not familiar with this team yet. Although, I think they've appeared in the second game of Tokyo's Extreme Racer from the Dreamcast. However, I'm not very familiar with the game. So, there is one particular playthrough I can introduce you to that. You should check out the... Oh my goodness. He was actually going to pass me. I need to steady this. Oh, you still right there? Oh man, I gotta keep my eyes on the road. This guy probably might have too much horsepower for me. I'm just gonna take on some of the Shinkanjo racers. So then I can take on, you know... Okay, good. He crashed. And this car is hard to steady when you drive this car. This game is really hard, actually, in my opinion, for like good reasons to drive and make the car steady. Huh, that was a crazy distance race right now. I remember there was a rival behind me, but exactly might have disappeared on my map. I don't know if there's two rivals here, but I'm gonna have to take a look here. Looks like there is two rivals, but I can't be sure. We got one from Harmonize, which is Curving Block. And who's the other dude right now? Because there is another one right up there. You know what? I'm just going to take on the Harmonize first. Because it shouldn't be too much. We're actually going to be turning into the Shinkanjo part of the races, where it's going to be more fun. Damn the acceleration in this game. When we get a better transmission, we'll just do it. I'm just using, I'm using automatic, so don't think I was using manual or something. Alright, ooh, is that, I don't know if that's a SIL 80 body kit, but, no. Is it? It could be. Yeah, it is a SIL 80 body kit. Yeah, I actually wasn't paying attention when it was a 180SX, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is that SIL 80? Looks like a Sylvia to me, but then all of a sudden it is. So we got a guy that's driving a Nissan SIL 80, so that's good. And this is Curving Block from Harmonize. We're going to take the inside. This Honda, we're going to get it more powerful. There is actually a team leader I want to take him on with this Honda S2000, but he drives it in the Yokohama, so I will not be able to race him. What the hell? Yo, daring pass, man. It was real ballsy to pass me around that corner, even where traffic was heavy there. It was a dense, heavy traffic there, and he passed me right with ease. Oh my goodness. Gonna need to take back the lead for a moment. Oh, he must have hit something. Oh man, I feel bad for him. Oh, this turn didn't get turned. It's hardly anything for this car to turn and start driving 124 miles per hour when the car is chasing you down. Probably faster right now. I'm gonna go to the right a little bit. It doesn't matter. Just gonna let him do what he can do. Damn it. What? Why is he slowing down, you piece of crap? I scratched my head just wondering what was that all about. Nope. You're not blocking me this time. I had enough with your driving. You're kind of erratic right now. There we go. Finally. Must have hit into that wall. Okay, so there are some C1 inner racers. I guess there are. I might just go for the C1 inner and then go in the races. If I find the first one anywhere there. If not, then I'm just going back to chicken kill, which is pretty sad. You look like you're driving. Oh, Fearful Princess. Okay, so this is the wanderer I need to take on. That I need to have at least $100,000, which I was saying I wanted to buy a car, but I didn't wanna. And this is the wanderer I had to face. I'm serious about it, but this wanderer is gonna give us a lot of cash if we beat it. And apparently, if I remember correctly, she's coming from a rich family. Ran away from being married, from an arranged marriage, I guess, something like that. I'm going to take the inside because I think it's going to slow down here. Yep. Oh, slam the wall and bounce it off. Please, thank you. I couldn't stop this. This is an Evo 5, I believe. This is bad. Oh no, this is not good. I slow down and the car is starting to slowly accelerate. Now it's station wagon speed. This is not good. Yeah, I might have lost. There is no way I can catch up this one. This car's transmission is crap at the same time, but actually I might have a chance. It's just a slim chance. No. Too far away. That was such a good run. I can try again and defeat her one more time. That way she does not become a bothersome for me. We're gonna go in the Wonguns, the part of the Wongun here, in the near the Ariake. So it's gonna be a bit difficult since her car is probably faster than mine. I think I didn't tune up the transmission, which is why I might lose again. Yeah, that car goes only 159 miles per hour. It's not even fast enough anymore. Although there's the SIL 80 I can get. Let's see. If you're ever a fan of Initial D, you can use Mako and Sayuki's SIL 80 from that game and manga and anime there. It's not so bad to go with it. Um, damn. Okay, so let me just check the settings and see if I put the transmission up. I did, but I only put it like up to 12. I don't know, maybe I should just do it. Alright, guess we'll do for now. I'm gonna go back to the C1. I guess it's not that great when I'm racing with a car like that. Going to do the outside first because that way I can clean up the C1 in no time. And see who am I going up against. I feel like the acceleration response doesn't move fast to me, but it just happens this much. Even the steering, it feels weird. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm probably dead. This is Hostman's Hut from the team Elegant Wild. If I'm not mistaken, he might be the second best driver on the team, but he's also driving one of the fastest cars in Tokyo. That's basically probably one of the fastest cars in Japan. That from the products from Honda's. This is probably Honda's fastest one that time. It's basically a Honda NXR. It is one of the, oh man, exclusive Japanese like exotic car. And it's very fast. Good thing this blocks. Oh yeah, he got trucked. This might actually just help me get away from this one. Oh, he's coming back. Just a little bit more. There we go. I'm surprised I didn't actually go even longer there. Alright, so we got a Supra here. This is White Revolution. Alright. I think it might be very similar to the Dragon White Revolution, which is actually a wanderer from Tokyo's Xtreme Racer 3, sequel to Tokyo's Xtreme Racer 0, where after the defeat of the 13 Devils, they would return this guy would show up as a wanderer if I'm not mistaken. It's because Elegant Wild does not appear as a team anymore as it was disbanded. So, yeah. And mind you, it's the thing is that the way I turn is not the car's turning, like how I corner, the cornering ability of the car. It's basically how I corner sometimes. The car is a little bit still tighter on spot like this, and it still spins out. What, like, I'm not even sure what happened there. And good thing I didn't spin out like a 180 there. That would have been pretty terrifying and not able to finish this race. Um, I could still catch up. I think that spin may have caused me the race because that really like spin me out. Uh, that really annoys me when it does that. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. I had him for a second, but that is just because the car just decides to spin like that. Like I don't know why does it do that. I have to call that a rematch because that is not fair. Oh, a little too wide. A little bit of a Brian O'Connor reference. As another rival here. Hmm. There we go. See, this is how I'm supposed to win here. Let's start parking our car here. Alright, there we go. Probably gonna need to change the transmission on this car because I feel like this car has gotta be slow in its transmission with high horsepower. Maybe that's why I'm lacking here. So I'll probably do it in the next part and try to, tune things up. Because, like, I think when you do upgrades, you want to, like, make sure your tuning is completely okay the balance you want to have. Man. Hmm. Not surprised. Oh, you ass, you ass. Technically, he was like, okay, I literally would want to block him so badly, but then all of a sudden, he just like completely just, pushed me right into a wall. Into the other side where it just spawns me out into the, right back into the game, right, like into the course again. Uh, truck decides wants to move. Man, can I just pass you already? There we go. Oh, what the Okay, well, I'm tired of this guy's freaking bullcrap. If anything like that happens, I'm gonna have to play dirty here. Because this guy just, like, freaking bunts me right on the side. I don't even know why I'm talking British here, but I guess it just happens. I don't think that was, like, British turn to, say, hit someone, but okay. Oh, guess we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, he's still hitting me. Still hitting my ass. Oh, crap. I didn't see that. Oh, God. That was annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna just go back in the garage. I can tell the car's probably going slow right now. Alright, let's see what we got. New cars. We got the Honda NXR. I think this is... Oh man. I think this is a Class A or Class B. I think this might be Class B just because the driver wasn't quite fast, but still able to catch me. Let me just see how many horsepower did he actually have. Because yes, he was very tough. Oh, he's the fourth fastest. Okay, that makes sense. 438 horsepower. Disgusting. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's what I want to know is how much does the car cost? Because I might be planning to get one. It might be in Class B, but I'll have to take a look here. If it's not, it might be Class A. I might as well take a look on the very end here. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay, so I could get one. That's my intention. You know what? I might get one, but I'm gonna get one. I really want to. I kind of want to get this one because it looks beautiful from the exterior, but this one looks good when you have less weight. Perhaps it wouldn't matter but at the same time, but I really should get this. It's also cheaper too. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get this car. I really can't help myself. And I'm not saying that I'm a big Honda fan, I'm just kind of like this car more. And if you haven't, I also want to talk about something more like that, but sometime later. So, alright. So that's what I'm going to be choosing this car for now on. At this point, we should be able to get some parts. Oh, this could go 363, so that's fine. Anyway, in the next part, I will actually spruce this car up by a little bit off screen. See y'all next time in part 9.